Good evening, everybody. Icy here. Yeah, a couple of small things I'm going to bring up. I'm going to ask you all a question, and you can mull it over in your own brains and think about the question and figure out your own version of what you think is correct or not. Excuse me. When is it okay for a appointed official or even an elected official to openly violate and break written federal law? That's a question that's been running through my mind. I'm trying to figure out, why do these people get away with it? If I were to break the law, I go to jail. If you were to break the law, you go to jail. If they break the law, it seems like nothing ever happens. A couple of quick examples. Under the Obama administration, the Attorney General at the time was Eric Holder, and there was an incident involving the selling of U.S. weapons to the drug cartels. The supposed explanation was so that they could find out who was using which weapons, trace them by numbers, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, because you're not going to drop your weapon and run away. You're going to use it and fight to get away and then get more ammo and shoot again. So that's pointless. And I understand that what happened was a border agent was killed with one of these weapons that was found on the scene. And the only thing that happened was the then Attorney General, Eric Holder, resigned from office. Wasn't arrested. No one went to prison for the illegal action of selling U.S. weapons to drug dealers, drug cartels, and nothing was ever done. So, let's bring it forward to Alejandro Mayorkas, our current Homeland Security Secretary, who was appointed by the Obama administration, who was confirmed. How come he has not been arrested as of yet? Simple reason I say he needs to be arrested is all his actions are in strict violation of the Secure Fence Act of 2006. Why hasn't he been arrested? The reason we have a Homeland Security Secretary, person in charge of securing our borders, is to ensure our borders are secure. Now, I have heard nothing but a bunch of BS coming from this man since the day he got appointed. Now you have the Biden administration trying to ensure that our border is not secure by taking the wall panels, which were currently created and sitting in storage, and he's trying to sell them. Why? Because if they're sold and then you decide later to rebuild a wall, you've got to waste more money on creating those panels again to fill, and it's going to take a lot longer, which also leaves the border wide open for the drug cartels to run their drugs into the United States. Look what happened in Arizona. Arizona had the big gaps in their border wall there. They took those big cargo containers that you see on ships, and they were stacking them 3 high and covering them with concertina wire to fill in the gaps. They got sued by the Biden administration because, the forestry department, I heard, had to have access to the other side of the fence, and they were blocking it. Bullshit. Okay? It's somebody's in league with the drug cartels, making money off of the deal. We got human trafficking going on. We got drugs and fentanyl coming across. So it's all bullshit. Also, President Biden, why hasn't he been arrested for the violations of the Espionage Act? Actually, it's Hunter Biden, but same thing. But here's the thing that I was doing some research. You could look it up yourself. I'm curious about it. There's been a lot of sexual harassment claims in Congress, the Senate, Congress, the White House. Whatever happened to these so-called sexual harassment claims? Well, it turns out that the congressmen that get accused, the senators that get accused, the senior public officials that get accused take your tax dollars, my tax dollars, and buy off these people that filed the harassment charges. And let's see, since 2002 law, the executive branch has been hiding all the data in regards to sexual harassment. We're talking 2002, which means since Bush. They're hiding. Why are you hiding the fact that you're paying off people with our money? You have to account to us for spending our money. It ain't happening. But there are a lot of payouts on the executive branch since 2002 have not been released. What's the FBI doing? What's the Secret Service doing? You people swear an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, not support and defend some scumbag that's currently sitting in an office. I'm sorry, it don't work that way. And another nice little thing that I've found out is that I looked it up on Google, go ahead and look it up yourself. Judges have violated the law. A lot of judges have violated the law. According to the statistics, it says 9 out of 10 judges have violated both federal and state law, and nothing has been done to them. 9 out of 10. Now, that tells you that you really have a judicial system which really needs to be overhauled. And it's my own personal belief, but I think judges should be submitted to polygraphs at least once every 3 months, every quarter. Go through a polygraph to confirm that their jobs are not biased against the people they're putting sentences against. The one judge I read had a propensity for constantly putting black people in jail for minor violations like street violations, tickets and stuff, and they were putting them in jail. So there is definitely corruption within the judicial system. It definitely needs an overhaul, and between that, hiding sexual harassment, breaking written federal law, whoever gets elected as the president for this upcoming term, I hope that they appoint an AG that is as straight as a friggin' arrow when it comes to enforcing the law, and they start tearing some of these people apart. We've got to get rid of these rotten apples. DC has been rotten to the core. It's time to get rid of the rotten apples, because we're not going to have a nation anymore if you keep leaving people in office that violate the oath of office. I'm sorry. Saying that the border is secure, and then for 2 years you got over 5 million illegals coming in. You have thousands of people that you don't even know where they're at. You've got hundreds of people that were on the terrorist watch list, coming across. I'm sorry. It's time to fix the damn system. And the only way to do that is fire every goddamn one of them and start from scratch. Icy out.